Hi guys, welcome to another video in the GMAT Master Series. So today we are going to look at a tricky subject-verb agreement concept. So I won't go into every single rule of agreement. If you've gone through the SC Grail, you already know all those rules. But there is one that I want to discuss because it's a little counterintuitive in the sense that what sounds correct to you will actually be incorrect. So what is that concept? Let's take a look. So forget about the title. Let's look at two sentences. So what you can do is pause the video, try both of them. What do you have to do? Basically, I've given you a choice between is and are in both of them. Will both be is, both are, one is, one are. What do you guys think? So just pause the video, try these two sentences, jot down your answers somewhere, and then come back and play the video. Alright, so my guess is that a lot of you would have gone with is for both the choices. But is that correct? Let's start with the first sentence. One of the students in my class is from Japan or are from Japan. Your subject is one of the students, which is one student. So it has to be is, which is absolutely correct. The second sentence, on the other hand, Kevin is one of the students who is or are from Japan. One big difference between sentences 1 and 2 is your relative pronoun. In case you don't know what are relative pronouns, go and watch the first video in the series, in the master series. It was about relative pronouns, that, which, and who basically. So Kevin is one of the students who is or are from Japan. Now, a lot of you would have gone with is basically because Kevin is singular. You are absolutely correct when you say Kevin is singular. He is absolutely singular and the verb has to be singular and the verb is singular. It is right here. That is your main verb in the sentence. Remember, you can never have your main verb after a relative pronoun. We discussed that in fragments. I hope you know that. So the part after who is not the main verb in any case. What does a relative pronoun do? A relative pronoun modifies or gives you more information about the noun that it comes after. So who is modifying or describing students? Students is plural. So what the sentence is actually saying, there are several students who are from Japan. Kevin is one of them. So the answer will actually be are, not is. As I said, it's counterintuitive. Is sounds much better, but are is the correct one because you don't realize that the part that is underlined is not the verb in the sentence. That's where the mistake happens. So in the first sentence, the answer was is. In the second sentence, the answer is are. This will only happen with the construction one of the many that or one of the many who. You will basically have to use one of these two relative pronouns. So you can approach it two ways. Either you can blindly remember that whatever comes after that or who in these sentences has to be plural. But if that becomes confusing, then look at the word immediately before that or immediately before who. That is what you have to get your agreement to go with, which will always be plural because you can't say one of the one, has to be one of the many. Many means plural. Look at another sentence. One of the cars that is or are parked outside is mine. Again, a lot of you have gone with is, absolutely incorrect because the subject is one car, absolutely. The verb has to be singular, absolutely, and the verb is singular right here. The part after that, your relative pronoun, is not the main verb. So we're talking about several cars that are parked outside. One of them is mine. So same rule applies. Look at the word immediately before that, cars. So cars are parked. Just do it that way. Look at this sentence now. The same sentence without the relative pronoun. And now the answer will immediately be is because that is your main verb now, right? There is no other main verb in that sentence. So the difference between third and fourth is basically the relative pronoun. So relative pronouns are very, very important. Try one last question. I'm sure a lot of you have gone with studies because it sounded correct and it's absolutely incorrect. Whitney studies is not what we want. Several students study in my class. Whitney is one of them. So the verb for Whitney is right next to Whitney. Study has to agree with students, which is why we want to go with plural. So it's a tricky concept. It's explained very well in the SC Grail. Go through it again if you have the book with you. But yeah, try to avoid using the ear on these questions because you will end up going wrong. So I hope you learned something new in this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.